Take their music seriously at the School of Rock in Silver Spring, and the young students learning their craft rocked it out on a stage usually reserved for established artists. We're talking about the Fillmore. Fox 5's Karen Gray Houston was there.
If you're familiar with Nirvana, you might have heard the lyrics wafting out onto Colesville Road in downtown Silver Spring. The group's customers were lining up for were not the regular rockers at the Fillmore.
Be there for each other, support each other, listen to each other, talk before you go on stage.
It was a pep rally for young performers from the School of Rock who might have had a slight case of the jitters.
Go forth, be excellent, rock it out. Fillmore, baby.
Music director Forrest Hainline IV had last-minute instructions for this youthful crowd of artists who sold 400 tickets themselves to friends and family so they could live every aspiring musician's dream of performing live on stage in front of a big audience. Uncle Salty by Aerosmith. Circa 1975. Sidney Franklin wasn't even born then, but she didn't hesitate to sing it out loud at the Fillmore.
It's kind of nerve-wracking, but I'm more excited and anxious to do it rather than nervous. But I'm so excited.
She sings, plays guitar, even auditioned and made it through a couple of rounds of TV's The Voice. Tommy Noon is 16, a Blake High School student, also not nervous, serious about the music.
I'm learning, different accents of different notes and how to sing certain things and different types of singing and breathing techniques.
Not your usual audience out here. The Fillmore is normally a standing room only venue, but there were seats. The music director knew parents would be here, and it's a 4.5-hour concert for Pete's sake.
And I know for all these musicians right back here, the minute they realized they were old enough to do this, they've been doing it.
Some of the musicians are as young as 6. Parents are proud, like Robin Mansfield. Her son Jackson, on keyboards here with the big hair, also plays drums and guitar.
I think it's great. I think it's been a wonderful experience for him. He's been doing it since he was in 6th grade. It teaches so much. It teaches collaboration. It's given him so much confidence.
The school's motto is inspiring kids to rock on stage and in life, and now they're rocking at the Fillmore. It doesn't get any better than that. In Silver Spring, Karen Gray Houston, Fox 5 Local News.
We might be looking at some future stars
I think so. Good stuff there.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Hi, welcome to Metro Focus. We have a lot planned for you in this September episode. We'll visit some fascinating locations that are sure to get you out of that seat and onto the next Metro bus or train. We are going to take the Red Line or a Z-Line bus and head over to Silver Spring and visit a famous venue that has been keeping the community dancing and singing with their favorite artists for the past 40 years. Next, we are going to explore the arts and theater at a historic venue that has been in the Silver Spring community since 1938. You just might want to grab your popcorn and candy for this one. And lastly, we are going to visit a monumental, groundbreaking, never-before-seen Smithsonian Museum that will open its doors in D.C. this September. Of course, we are going to get an up-to-date status of all that's going on with Metro's year-long maintenance program known as Safe Track and what that may mean for your upcoming commute. I hope you are excited because I sure am. So sit back, get comfortable, and let's enjoy this Metro Focus ride.
My name is Forrest Arthur Hainline IV. I am the studio manager and music director of School of Rock Silver Spring. So, School of Rock Silver Spring is the area's premier performance-based music education program. What that means is we get kids on stage at every age. From 5 years old, we had 5-year-old students that played Rock and Roll Hotel just last fall, and we had 45-year-olds also play that very same stage with all the tweens in between. We have been serving this area since 2006, I believe, as a School of Rock, and we just encourage the future generations to look back learn about the history of rock and roll, and learn how to express themselves, and just give them a positive way to interact with their community and the kids that are in their community. School of Rock began as the Paul Green School of Rock Music. We started teaching kids, here's your scales, but check it out, this is also this Aerosmith song. Why don't we learn the whole Led Zeppelin song rather than just the intro? One thing led to another. He opened up a lot of schools. He opened up this location here in Silver Spring in this very building. But we've been School of Rock, Silver Spring, since 2009, I want to say, but it's been a music school for rock music since, I want to say, 2006. There are no official affiliations with any schools. We are a for-profit after-school activity, but it is all word of mouth, through neighbors, through friends, and through social media. Sometimes kids literally see a show or they see a video and they say, oh my God, I'm old enough to do that. What do you say, Mom and Dad? How about some drums? And they say, how about keyboards? Like, okay, good. One thing that's been lost to younger generations with the way technology changes, the way culture changes, how are they going to do this themselves? We have DC, a hotbed in the 80s especially, late 70s with Bad Brains, 80s with Minor Threat and Discord, 90s Fugazi, you've got this whole DIY thing. So the youth culture had an opportunity in DC at that time to make a lot of noise because there weren't a lot of neighbors, so to speak. And of course it was a little cheaper to exist in this area. Fast forward, you still have the same kids wanting to express themselves in the same way. Resources change. Opportunities to make noise change. I hear all the time when visitors come to School of Rock Silver Spring, Neil Fallon included, Kim Coletta from Jawbox included, Sean Saley from Pentagram and Government Issue included, where was this when we were kids? First of all, these kids are starting at like 7 years old, and they can play Highway to Hell and their parents think it's great. Think about when they get to 16, they're incredible. And this is just an opportunity for kids to come together. Yes, there's a structure, there is a curriculum. It's the only place your kid's gonna get yelled at for not learning their Black Sabbath. Sorry, but they gotta get War Pigs correct if they wanna really rock it. But this is an opportunity to just make noise. In my opinion, the greatest bands are the ones that could afford to make the most noise together and learn together. Eddie Van Halen puts it best where he says, he dislikes people's, oh, well, you can just sing. He says, no, you have no idea how hard we worked to make voices that could sing, to have hands that could play guitar. We worked our butts off. And that's the only thing that's stopping anybody from doing this is, are you willing to do the work? Do you have the means to do the work? So we just try to really encourage them to let it rip. Here's your opportunity. Hopefully it'll stick with you through the week, so you'll come back next week and just keep it going. How has Metro affected our ability to function as a business? It is the reason we can function as a business in the way we have functioned. Our teachers can get here by Metro. We have teachers that don't own cars or just don't want to mess with cars. They can just throw their guitar on their back, head on in. When the kids start to get a little older, their parents start to let them take the bus, and that means the world to these kids. That's a big deal. They come in early, practice just to hang out, see the kids they don't go to school with, and then when they're done, they can just take the bus home. It's like their big boy or big girl day of the week, and it really means a lot to them. It's really neat to be in a downtown where the Metro is just 2 blocks south of us. It makes a huge difference. I couldn't be more psyched that it's Silver Spring. This is where the city's growing. There's all kinds of development coming in. This area in the Metro DC area, I grew up in this area, and I remember at 13 thinking my life was anywhere but here. We're on Rock Block right now. We have the Fillmore, the Record Exchange, Fatty's Tattoo Shop, Ward 9, Urban Apparel, School of Rock. I don't know if there are any other School of Rocks out there that have a tattoo shop and a record store and the Fillmore within a stone's throw. I mean, we're literally doors down. So Silver Spring, why Silver Spring? I can't answer that, but thank God, Silver Spring. The minute they opened up that bus depot this year, I had to rub my eyes walking off the Metro. For so many years I was used to walking off the Metro and seeing this eyesore covered by a chain link fence. And then one day to have, oh my God, the fence is gone. There's all this grassy area. There's buses coming and going. The streets aren't as They're not as congested with city buses. You don't have that nightmare of a stretch of road on 2nd Avenue between Colesville and Georgia. Metro, I think, it's the reason there's life here in downtown Silver Spring. I like that Silver Spring, it's not DC, but I like that it has some high rises. It's got some big buildings. It's got the Metro. It has a concert venue. It's got some great bars. It has some record stores. And right now, it looks like it got a great shower and a shave, and it looks amazing. Like, it looks like it's ready for people to come in and build and live. And it's just a great place to be at the moment.